So without further introduction, I'd like to introduce Lindsay, aka Liliesarelike. Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Good to see you.
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
Take your seats, make yourself at home. This is crazy, huh?
It's crazy.
It is amazing. Whenabouts did you get here?
About an hour ago.
Okay.
I travelled up with Charlie this
Oh,
morning.
so is Charlie here now?
Yeah, Charlie's here, and because it's his birthday, so we met my younger son, William. We've been out for lunch, and
Okay.
we came over here.
21.
I know.
It's amazing how time flies,
Scary.
right?
I won't go into 21 years ago today, though, so we won't go there.
So I thought just talk about sort of what you've done on YouTube and with Save the Children, because I think the important point we try and make is, although this is about UNICEF and working with all charities, they're all trying to achieve the same goal at the end of the day. We're just trying to make a better quality of life for human beings.
Absolutely, yep. On YouTube, what I've done on YouTube.
Yes,
well,
and talk about your recent trip as well.
My recent trip. Well, in terms of YouTube, I thought it would be, because Charlie has lots of viewers, and I just thought I'd have a go myself, because I became really interested in YouTube, and I wanted to make a series of anti-bullying videos. So that's really why I started making videos, and then did lots of other little bits and pieces.
And you are a teacher?
I am a teacher. I'm a full-time primary school teacher, actually.
That's
so,
amazing. A teacher is a blogger. That's really cool.
Yeah, and because actually it's quite interesting, because I was thinking about it, Myles, and I remember when Charlie first started making videos, I was really quite sceptical. And then one of his friends drove over from Reading and came to meet me to make me feel a little bit more comfortable about it, and that was Myles, wasn't it?
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The strangest story, actually, if I can digress with a really...
I know the story.
This trivial story. There are times in life where coincidences happen, but sometimes they're so extreme that you think you've lost your mind, and this is absolutely true. So I had a sat-nav, so I was given the postcode of where Charlie lives, so I went to drive down, which was like a 2-hour drive. And there were some roadworks going. So anyway, I parked up at the street that it said, and I got out and I went to the right house number, knocked on the door, and a lady was there. And I didn't know Lindsay at the time, so I assumed it was Charlie's mum. I said, she goes, "Can I help you?" I went, "Oh, hi, it's Myles." And she went, "Oh, hi, Myles, how you doing?" I went, "Yeah, I'm good. I was wondering if Charlie was there." "Yeah, just 1 second. Charlie. And this kid comes down the stairs, and it wasn't Charlie. And he just stared at me at the other side of the corridor, and there was just this moment of awkwardness. And I said, "You're not Charlie, are you?" He goes, "I am Charlie, but not the Charlie I think you're after." And I said, "I think I've got the wrong house." So I gave Charlie a call, and he cycled round the corner. So a street away from where Charlie lived, it was the same house number. They were expecting a Myles to visit that day, and the son was called Charlie. And seriously, it's one of the scariest moments of my life. Cause
I know that Charlie, because the only other Charlie in Charlie's class.
Right, okay. And that was it.
Same age.
It was just remarkable, and so that's definitely stuck in my mind.
Yeah.
But I think especially with Charlie and his age, growing up with the technology as well, and I guess from a perspective of being a teacher, you're trying to encourage your students to use...
Absolutely, and Charlie came in to visit my class this week because he has a lot of viewers who are that age, 10 and 11-year-olds, and they're absolutely fascinated. They just love it, because they're basically watching YouTube. They're watching stuff on the internet rather than watching television.
Yes.
That's what's happening. So
definitely.
Yeah.
And the other thing with education was I was looking the other day for Stratford University, and there was like a 12-week lecture program on YouTube for free.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing. So like education. So I was sitting at home in my living room taking notes, watching a lecture on like human behaviour and psychology, and it's just amazing how education is changing because of the internet.
And I try and use a certain amount of film in school as well. For example, we went on a trip to a couple of Bath Heritage Museums last week.
Right.
And if you take a little film of it with the children, and then afterwards when you want them to write about it and you show them the film, it really helps them remember the experience.
Yes.
So it's just great to be able to use this technology.
It was a bit of an anti-video thing. I remember there was always this fear of children watching video documentaries and not reading books, like it was a terrible thing, but it is way more engaging. I mean, it's good to have books as well, but I mean, video form, especially with the internet and the interaction.
Well, we use everything for research. We use the internet, we use books. I mean,
yes.
it's about children having lots of opportunities.
And was it quite a battle to bring video blogging into the school? Like, was there many people to convince?
No, nobody. Everybody's they're happy about it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're happy. I think more and more schools are becoming more interested in these technologies. They have to.
You have to adapt.
It's how it's happening.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I know there was a story in the news where to be a part of a certain school, you had to own an iPad. Like you couldn't be in the school unless you bought an iPad. I'm sure they had a deal with Apple or something. Does anyone here do vlogging at school or anything like that? No? I wish I did. At uni they were trying to bring it forward, but I guess YouTube was only 5 years ago now. That's cool.